welcome to the Off the Woodwork section of this podcast, where we'll be doing monthly reviews of the Prem, teams in good form, teams in bad form, players to watch. And we're actually going to start today's episode with the team of the month. So I think we mutually agreed that Emi Martinez should start in goal after some pretty solid performances for Aston Villa. Shalom, what are your opinions on this?
Well, Aston Villa, they've had a little bit of a rough patch, winning some games, losing some games. But the one key thing is that Emi Martinez has been one the outstanding performer. Last couple of games, Jack Grealish has not been in the starting lineup, and Emi Martinez has made sure that they keep the clean sheets and that they can keep going in the right direction.
I can actually tell you that Villa got 3 clean sheets in the month of February, which I think was second or third best in the league, which is very good, very good. Right, George, do you want to tell us who the next player in our 11 is?
Yeah, so our next player is a left back, and we decided mutually, like the goalkeeper, that it should be Luke Shaw for his outstanding performances this month. I mean, not only has he kept a class player such that's Alex Telles out of the team, but he's been providing and really showing up for Man United, and I feel like he's making a very strong case for him to be on that plane for the Euros, wherever it may be, starting for England. I don't know what you guys think about that.
I think he should definitely be starting, yeah. What about you lot?
Defo. Him or Chilwell for left back. Both of them should go to the Euros, without question.
Yep. So Luke Shaw, quite a brilliant attacking left back as well, with 4 assists over the period of the month. Going from one attacking fullback to the other. Ollie, who's the next one?
Now, the next one is Ola Aina from Fulham. Now, Fulham been on a great run in this month, looking like they definitely going down. Now only, I believe, 3 points off the safety. So I think one of the reasons is Ola Aina has been so solid. Keeping, player like Kenny Tete out of the lineup, pretty solid signing from Lyon. So I think, a lot of the success of Fulham, their defensive strengths have definitely come a lot from Ola Aina.
Yeah, so 1 goal, 1 assist and 2 clean sheets. Quite a well-rounded fullback, in my opinion. He can play on the flanks as well. Right, centre-back pairing, Shalom, who are they?
They're Dawson and Stones. I'm gonna start with the Stones. Stones, City have been terrific just the past couple of months, not even just this month. But John Stones is being the rock of that defence, with an attacking right back in Cancelo and with a left back in Zinchenko. Him and Diaz have been holding it down at the back with Ederson in goal, and I think he's rightfully deserved a spot in February's team of the month.
Yeah, 3 clean sheets and a goal there for John Stones, who has been very solid alongside Ruben Diaz. And next centre-back, Ollie, I believe you chose this person.
Yeah, as we were kind of discussing our centre-backs, having a lot of discussion, maybe it's Anderson, maybe, a couple more names. But I had to throw in the name of Craig Dawson just because he's just been such a great signing, coming from Watford in January. People kind of thought, because of his age, he's washed up, never really would get back to his Prem form. But he's proved everyone wrong. West Ham have been so solid defensively. I believe just on this year alone, they're second in the league based on points. I think a lot of that is due down to Issa Diop and Craig Dawson at the back. And I think, especially against Spurs, seeing how he completely neutralised Kane the whole game, kept him quiet, and overall just very solid.
Yeah, so coming off January, where he actually got 2 goals, if you remember, against Palace and Liverpool. He added to that with another 2 clean sheets with West Ham against Fulham and Sheffield. Right, so our CDM, we've gone with arguably player of the season so far, in my opinion. It's a little controversial, but I think he's definitely up there. Shalom, who is it?
Ilkay Silky, Ilkay Gundogan. Yeah, Gundogan, another one of the City players. To be honest, you could probably just put the whole City team in the whole team of the month, but we've only selected a few, and Gundogan has been the best out of the bunch, I would say.
Yeah, you can certainly back that up. 4 goals, actually in 2 games, and then another 2 assists and 3 clean sheets. which, to be fair, in this City team, it's quite easy to get clean sheets when you look at the defence he's got behind him. Yeah, right, George. You just mentioned him. Who's our next midfielder?
As much of a meme in the football community as we've decided that Lingardinho has to be in this month's team of the season.
Yes.
I hear you laughing. But I mean, everyone thought that his career was over pretty much. This season he hasn't been he didn't start at all, I don't think, for Man United. And when he made that move to West Ham, I think everyone thought that just be a man on high wages, just sat on the bench, a bit like Wilshere was when he was there. And he's Moyes has put some faith into him, which I like, and he's really performed and shown that he can do it and he still can perform. And I believe he's been a real success story recently and really contributed to why West Ham have been doing so well this season.
Yeah, so 3 goals and an assist in February. He did get one against City as well, which was in early March. Up until February, he hadn't registered a single minute in the Premier League. So he's obviously not lost any of that match sharpness. Right, we're going to go with someone who's had a bit of a dip in form next. Ollie, can you tell me who it is?
You know what, Bruno Fernandez, different form.
Yeah, he's top 6. He's had his critics
in 4 games. Or whatever
he's had his critics.
The fact that him putting up those numbers and carrying his team, people saying he's had a down couple of games, kind of shows how great he's been this year. For me, he's my player of the season. I know you talk about Gundogan, but over the whole season, I think Bruno's had more impact. But yeah, I think the sheer number of goals and assists, his contributions to the team, it's the sheer reason why he's in it. Really, he's just been brilliant.
Yeah, so he's actually had 27 goal involvements in 26 games, 4 goals came in February, along with 3 assists. And he also had a brilliant game against Southampton. Right, Shalom.
Thanks for that.
Right, Shalom, he's chosen a recently injured winger. Who is it?
Yeah, Harvey Barnes. He's been terrific on the left mid for Leicester. But Leicester have had a lot of injuries recently. Maddison's got injured. He's got injured. They've not been winning a lot of games recently, a lot of draws. So, yeah. But he in the month of February, was very good. He scored a really good goal. Some really good goals. Yeah.
So many equalisers, man. Honestly.
2 goals and 2 assists. Do you think he's going to the Euros?
Nope.
What? Really?
No.
Who do you have over him? We talk about the young guys. I'll give you a stat here. He's scored the most goals out of all Prem youth youngsters under 23. So
yeah.
Does he start ahead of Sterling or Rashford?
No.
Well, then where else is he going to start?
No, I'm not saying he's starting. I'm saying he's getting in the squads.
Oh, squad.
I agree with that.
I would have Foden and Sancho ahead of him.
But Foden starts for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he probably could.
I think he deserves a shout, but again, it's just so competitive for the England squad this year, especially the forwards. We've mentioned a lot of those names. There's so many others like Saka, Grealish, just so much competition, which is good to see.
Okay, this month we've chosen for our right winger the Brazilian and Leeds forward, or right winger, sorry, Rafinha. The main reason for this is he's bagged 2 goals and 2 assists this month. And I mean, you can't really leave him out. He's been an integral part of this Leeds side, and their form has been really positive recently. And they're an entertaining side, which I think a lot of people are enjoying watching them play, and glad to see them back in the Premier League.
George, can you actually tell me his most recent goal? Who was it against?
Oh, thanks a lot. It was against Southampton. I'm pretty sure it was a beautiful free kick in their 3-0 victory.
Yes.
Yeah, all right. And then up front, we're actually going to go to Ollie with this one. Can you tell me who it is?
Well, I can tell you who it is. It's Rafinha's teammate, Patrick Bamford, had a great scoring run. Just for the viewers, stat man Tom, can you give us the stats, please?
So throughout the month of February, he bagged 2 goals and an assist, including an assist against Everton, a goal against George's Southampton, and a goal against Crystal Palace.
Wow.
Yeah.
You heard it there. So,
that's our starting 11. for the team of the month for February. On our 7-man bench, we've gone with a goalie, George. Who is it?
We've gone for Ederson of Manchester City. I'd say the only reason why he hasn't been ahead of Emi Martinez is because of the back line that Ederson has in front of him. You know, I know Ederson does make some very quality saves and he does keep a lot of those clean sheets for Man City, but his life is made easier by that incredible back line that Man City currently have. And that's why he's on our bench, but not necessarily in the starting lineup.
I mean, he did get 3 clean sheets. But yeah, he probably could have slotted into the midfield with the assist he got against Spurs, to be honest.
I think he has the same amount of assists as Kai Havertz this season, if I'm
I believe that is true.
not wrong.
Well, against the
But
big
I
stick.
thought, why'd you have to bring him up?
Alisson,
Right, and then as our defender on the bench, we've gone with a little bloke called Joachim Anderson, whose Fulham team actually got 4 clean sheets throughout the month. So they could look like they'd be staying up. What do we think? They staying up?
I think it'll be close. I think it will be I think it will come down to the last day of the season, and for me, it's a toss up between them, probably Brighton, and Newcastle. So I think they will stay up.
And then up next, we've got a bit of a fan favourite. We've gone for Declan Rice. Ollie, why is that?
well, we've spoken about, West Ham's great form this year, in 2021. And I think, Souček and Rice holding it down. I think honourable mention has to go to Souček as well, obviously banging the goals. But Declan Rice, more solidly defensively, shut down a lot of players. Obviously had that little celebration, which I think one of the reasons it's got to be in the team week for me. But, it's great. He should be in there.
Right, so yeah, he did get a goal in that 3-0 demolition of Sheffield. He also got 2 clean sheets. And yeah, overall, he's just been a very solid player throughout, I think, the whole season, to be honest, for West Ham.
He's been quite the little dancer as well, hasn't he?
He has. He knows how to play the drums, apparently.
Or is it piano? I don't know. Is it piano or drums? What are we saying?
It's true.
And have you ever seen someone play the piano like that?
Keep that in.
I'm sorry. When I'm playing the piano, I'm playing like this.
Okay. Can I explain to you, right? Let's explain. So they're like,
what instrument am I playing?
They're like, there's like a note on the piano.
No, I'm not. That's the piano, blood.
Or maybe there's like a page and he's got to like flip it and maybe he's putting it up like that, And then maybe there's a little note over here.
Anyway,
Mason Mount's celebration is more like playing a piano.
Right, is another defensive-minded midfielder in Ruben Neves. Let's go to George. Why is that?
I don't know.
Ruben Neves has been in brilliant form this just gone month with 3 goals, an assist and 2 clean sheets. As Wolves continue to have a relatively solid season, nothing too spectacular, but they're grinding out results most of the time when they need them. Right, Shalom, your favourite. Who's next?
Mason Mount. He's been brilliant over this last month. Chelsea have not lost. Yeah, I think I was playing the piano. Chelsea did not lose over the month of February, and a lot of that is due to Mason Mount. He's got a couple of goals, he's assisted some, and his great work effort has been outstanding as well.
Yeah, so like Declan Rice, not many phenomenal stats, but 2 goals, 3 clean sheets, and obviously the workhorse of the team. Yeah, that's why I think he deserves a spot on the bench. We went with Rashford on the bench with 2 goals, 3 assists in a pretty dominant month for Man U. And then our final spot on the bench, a bit of my favourite player probably, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, with obviously that hat-trick against Leeds, which is why we think he's there. And yeah, there you go. That is our team for the month of February for the Premier League. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode of Off the Woodwork.